Hello and a very warm welcome to Bharata. First, I'm frankrausanpereira. This is FRP Explains. Since you're here, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and then all notifications so that you don't miss an update from Bharata first. Well, number of COVID-19 deaths. What's the real figure? That's the big question. Because a couple of days ago, the Bihar government decided to update the figures as far as COVID deaths are concerned. And yesterday we saw the information coming out in the media that how it was the single largest number of deaths in a day ever reported since the pandemic broke out in India ever. Now, if Bihar has gone ahead and updated the numbers, imagine what will happen if we update the numbers all across the country. Are real numbers being reported? Are real facts being told to us? On the face of it, it doesn't look like it. Like I've said in the previous video as well, seeing is believing. And if you look at all the visuals of all the images that have come through from burning pyres across cemeteries across the country, it tells us a completely different picture. It can't be true that only about 3,000 people on an average are dying across the country when funeral pyres are burning all through the night in all cemeteries and even outside of cemeteries. We've also seen several bodies being dumped in the Ganges as well. So that is how we have been overwhelmed as a result of the pandemic. The municipal corporations of different cities are reporting different numbers, whereas the official data is something else. It's not just the case with Bihar, but it's the case everywhere else too. I've spoken to several of my friends who are reporters and correspondents across the country, and all of them have the same thing to say, that the number of deaths or the death certificates that the officials are giving out are far larger than the number of deaths that are being caused on a regular basis. So the number since the pandemic has broken out has jumped many-fold. And that was not the case prior to when the pandemic was. So clearly a correlation can be made. Also, the number of people that are dying at homes and outside of hospitals, are they being reported as COVID-19 deaths? Who's checking? Who's not checking? We don't have this kind of information. You may ask, why do we need this information? It is very important for us to know the real figures so that we can know and understand the magnitude of the problem. And only if we have real and factual data can we work on that data, can scientists also do something about it and then come up with something for the future so that we can be better prepared in the months and the years to come. That's why it is important to have factual and real data. Going by what we've seen so far, it clearly doesn't look like we are getting this factual data. There was a report in the Indian Express a few days ago as well, speaking about how the number of death certificates that have been issued by the Delhi authorities has gone up by fourfold over the period of April and May, whereas the number of deaths that have been reported are far lesser due to the pandemic. This really is a cause of concern, and I hope that governments across the country, all the states, report these numbers as they are. It's okay. We understand that it has been a failure really as far as the second wave is concerned. We were unprepared. We did not do what needed to be done. It's better to declare these numbers and come clean so that we are better prepared in the near future and in the days to come. Bihar formed 2 special committees to look into this, and it's really heartening to see that a state like Bihar in the past, which has been, which has not been so forthcoming with numbers, has actually come out and reported these numbers. I only hope that other states too follow suit and we get the real pictures and the real figures so that it really helps us as a whole, so that the planners and those who are building strategy can build them according to the real data that we have. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of FRP Explains. If you like the content, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and then all notifications For those of you who would like to come forward and make a contribution, you may do so by using our UPI IDs. A small contribution that you make will go a long way in us bringing you this content. Do let me know what you think about this issue as well in the comment section below. You can leave your feedback and suggestions as well. I will ensure that I go through it. That's it from me. See you again next time.